What is your name?
I'm Mikey Winfield.
Mikey, what is your age?
Oh, so I'm like 20s to like 30s and stuff, you know, right?
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Baltimore. I did adequate time in Sacramento, a lot of love.
What do you do?
You know what? I tell jokes, you know.
How long you been doing this?
Over 15 years.
So do you even remember the first time you stepped on a stage?
Oh my gosh, do I remember? Yeah, it was a Tuesday night open mic. And I get on stage with bright lights and arms crossed, and now they're all staring at me, and I just kind of freeze. So the fact that I came back, that means there's something wrong with me.
Okay, so show us what is wrong with you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, thank you. I love older moms. Like, I like it when her kids just moved out. I can set up my computer in the extra bedroom, you know? I got married to an older woman. I got a stepson. It's cool being a parent to a kid that's close to your age. I call him Stepman. He drove me here. That's my step homeboy, man. And it's a weird dynamic if you see it. He's like 6'2" with chest hair. I don't have any, you know? Teenage boys can be gross. You know when they're doing inappropriate stuff on their laptop, because when you walk in on them, they'll slam it down really fast and then ask you some irrelevant question. I walk in on Stepman, he's like, who's running for Congress? I'm like, oh. Like, Stepman. I quit my job at the grocery store. Stepman's like, what are we gonna do for money, Step Mike? I'm like, hey, don't worry about it, okay? And I worked at this grocery store for a lot of hateful years. Why is it when you hate your job, they won't fire you? And now look, I worked in the worst department at the grocery store, not the meat, not produce, not the freezer. I worked in the steel department. You familiar with the steel department, right? Self-checkout lane? I got paid to watch people steal all day. And people think you stupid. Like, you know when they're gonna rob you when they're bringing up their stuff, they always gotta look back up at you. They're like, boop, boop. This one dude tried to humiliate me. Like, I knew he was gonna rob us because I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. I'm like, just steal it. But he tries to play me in front of the entire store while he's ringing his stuff up. He makes the beat noise with his mouth. He didn't even do it right. Like, you gotta act this out, go all in, raise your pitch at least. He's like, babe. Like, the produce is not even supposed to make a sound. You're beeping unbeepable stuff. Hey, you guys, I'm Mikey Winfield. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Look at these people.
Oh, they cheering it. Oh, look at this. Wow. Thank you so much.
I mean, I don't think there's anything else to say. They love you.
Oh, man.
Love you.
Thank you.
It's amazing, your energy, your smile. I loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Howie.
Everything you say is memorable, is authentic. Your
Thank
smile, your persona. You're great. You're great.
Wow. Wow. I appreciate it.
Heidi.
You are fantastic. And then there's this face.
Thank you.
Look at his face. That face is just so cute.
Why don't you mention his face?
Isn't his face so cute?
Well, you have a real star quality about you,
He
Mike.
does.
You really do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We could never do this show without an audience, particularly with an act like yourself, and this audience loved you. I mean, you could tell that.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you all. I appreciate you.
And Mike, look, we always say an audition on this show, 2 minutes literally can change your life. Maybe this is one of those auditions, so I've got a good feeling about you.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna start voting. Simon.
Yes.
Me, yes.
Yes!
4 yeses! Oh, yes, yes!
We did it. We did it. Appreciate you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we love Mikey.
Yeah, that kid's a star.
I mean, I think it's one of my favorite comedians that I have seen in
I
these
think
3
so.
seasons.
I think so.
Yeah, we did it! Let's walk home!
Good evening.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Aiko, and I am from Japan. I live here now, and daytime I'm a translator, and I love my job because when I screw up, I'm the only person who knows about it.
So today you're coming to AGT to
Yes.
do what?
I'm here to do a stand-up comedy.
You want to start already?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Aiko. In Japanese it means love child. So I look up the dictionary. It says illegitimate child. My last name is Tanaka. It means in the rice field. So my whole name is illegitimate child in the rice field. Oh. Nice to meet you. I love rice. Me too. Is this a rice crowd? Yeah. I just got the citizenship.
Yeah!
Until I got my citizenship, I never had a road rage. If somebody cut me off, I'd be like, oh, so sorry. I was driving too slow. But the day I got the citizenship, somebody cut me off. I'm like, what the heck? You can't cut me off. This is my land. That's when I realized I become true American.
Oh, that's great. He's hilarious.
Because I felt entitled.
Oh!
Before the citizenship, somebody hold the door for me. I ran really fast. I'm like, thank you so much. After the citizenship, I'm like, you hold the door, you peasant. I got sassy.
I love her.
Racist people always say immigrants should not be working. I agree. We work too much. Now, whenever I feel lazy and I take a nap, I'm like, I'm doing this for America. Thank you, that's my time.
I love this man already.
I mean, hello. If you haven't done anything already, the crowd is going crazy for you.
I paid them all to do that. So that was, I got you, Venmo. Okay.
What is your name?
My name is Jordan Conley.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
And where do you come from?
I'm from Garden Grove, California.
And you came here to dance?
No,
to-
I actually came here to do stand-up comedy.
Jordan, how long have you been a comedian?
I've been doing it for 7 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's how you make a living?
I would like to say yes, but also, do you want your fries with more ketchup? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to confirm. So yeah.
But that didn't discourage you because here you are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what is your dream? Where do you see yourself in the future?
I have very, very big dreams. So my dream right now is all based off of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart did a football stadium. I think it was like 73,000 people. My goal is 73,001.
That's ambition.
Okay, so let's see what you've done.
Okay, thank you. So, I come from a very tough upbringing. Like, I have a military family. My parents met in the Marine Corps. Like, that's where my parents met, right? Like, my dad came to me, he was like, yo, it'd be so cool if my oldest son could join the military. I was like, Dad, it'll be so cool if you adopted somebody older than me. I'm not that guy. I feel like if you're gonna go overseas, you need to be willing to take secrets to the grave. I'm not that guy, okay? You know what I mean? Like if I go overseas, let's say I get captured, I become a prisoner of war. I'm telling my secrets, your secrets, and Victoria's secrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them all. Like, I could be in a hostage situation and this guy's trying to threaten me. He's like, what's it gonna take to get the secrets from you? I'm like, sir, a pen and paper. Just listen, give me that, put the knives away. This is a celebration. You caught the right guy, okay? The toughest person in my family is by far my mom. She's tough. She's old school. Like, if you ever got in trouble with her, she would turn whatever situation with you into a horror movie scene, I promise you. There's one day, she says, Jordan, didn't I tell you to come downstairs and do these dishes? You better do these dishes before you get in trouble. I lost in a video game. I got angry. I snapped. I said, you ain't done nothing all day. I suggest you stay downstairs and do them dishes before you get in trouble. Out of nowhere, this is all I heard. Who the hell you think you're talking to? As soon as I heard that voice, all the power in my house cut off, okay? The lights cut off, these crows came out of my closet, my windows opened up, there was these two little girls in a school uniform jumping rope and singing. They were like, 1, 2, your mama's coming for you. I woke up a week later confused. Thank you, guys.
Spectacular. There's something about your energy. I think you have all the future ahead of you.
Thank you so much.
You are just naturally funny because you are super, super talented.
Absolutely.
When you did the voice, you really cracked me up. This was a really, really, really good audition. I like you a lot.
You are so fast. It's crazy how you go from here to there and here to there, but like I was like following. And then we're in your house and I was there with you and it was all funny. And I'm doing the same thing to my kids when they don't behave. Guess what?
You know, there are certain people, you mentioned Kevin Hart, and one of the things that makes these people stars is there are people that come out and then they do an act. And then there are people that come out, you believe there's no separation between who that person is, and this is not an act. The difference is people go, I love Kevin Hart. People are gonna say, I love Jordan Conley. It's not his act, I love him.
So we're gonna vote. I'm gonna give you your first yes.
Your second yes.
I'm gonna give you a third yes.
I'm going to give you roughly 4,000 yeses.
I've never seen you laugh so much.
It was so funny
But
with
you
that
were
voice.
really like, you were doing like this thing.
Oh, Jordan, hey, man, give me a hug, give me a hug. Oh. You look emotional.
How many a bee fell in my eye during the...
Hello, I'm Chantel. I'm 30 now. Thanks, black don't crack. Except for at the heel. That'll crack. I turned 30 and I decided I wanted to live my best life, live my boldest self. So I decided to wear more colour, grey. I also shaved my head and dyed it blonde. Upon doing this, thought it would be more edgy, more fun. I've realised there are two types of people with this particular hair. There's me, and then there's 60-year-old black women. Yeah. I've also become very popular with the gays. Yes. I've become lesbian catnip in recent months. Now my body is, for want of a better word, fucked. Because I have 2 children. Yeah. So, honey, if you're buying, I am supplying. Yeah. And my body is mostly fucked because I'm breastfeeding. So I've got 2 children. I've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. My 3-year-old's really big and beautiful. All the fat in her body has been redistributed to her attitude. It's quite fun. And I'm breastfeeding my son. I'm doing what they call long-term breastfeeding. So I'm trying to breastfeed him until he's 2 because I breastfed my daughter until she was 2. And people would get really animated about this stuff. They'd say like, oh my God, you breastfed her until she was 2. Didn't she have teeth? The child would play, yeah. And so it's every man you ever had to suck on your tits, Claire. I hope. Imagine that. Only dating toothless men on some kind of fucked up principle. Just lapping at your areolas like they're sipping soup. Just disgusting. Disgusting. It's gross. More fun facts about me. I'm from Essex, a really beautiful part of the world, on the border of East London and Essex. It's called Dagenham. Yeah. Local celebrities include the Old Ford factory and the BNP. I'm also Dominican. Are there any Dominicans in? Any Dominicans who aren't related to me? And Dominica's not to be confused with the Dominican Republic because they're different places. No hablo español. Okay, but people don't know a lot about Dominica. They're kind of people underestimate Dominicans quite a lot, and you shouldn't, because I want to tell you a story about my nan. So my nan came to London in the 1960s. Tough time for black people. No blacks, no dogs, no Irish. You know, OG racism. Yeah. She was a really lovely lady. She was really elegant, like always impeccably turned out, really polite, like the definition of a lady, right? So she was in the butcher's one day and she was queuing up, and then a white lady came in, cut in front of her. My nan tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, there's a queue." She said, "I don't care, you can wait." Now my nan, being the lady that she was, tapped this woman on the shoulder and whispered in her ear, "Hey, bitch." This woman turned around aghast. My grandmother proceeded to bite that woman on the tit. Chef's kiss. Absolute chef's kiss. And I love telling that story because people think it's like a kind of a Michelle Obama thing, you know, like when they go low, you go high. No. Pauline Merrifield was a motherfucking savage. She said, when they go low, you go lower and you kneecap that bitch. I do love being Dominican as well. I love meeting Dominican men when I was dating, particularly because they remind me a lot of my dad. They're, you know, kind and funny and hard to find. But there is an element of danger being a Dominican woman seeking Dominican man, and that danger, ladies and gentlemen, is incest. Because in the Caribbean community, there's no such thing as a stranger, only a cousin you haven't met yet. Give you a perfect example of this. My parents. Yep, you're right not to laugh because it's not a joke. But it's okay, my parents are second cousins, which I'm told is the best kind of incest. Yeah. Because if you're wondering, you know, if you're ever, you know, at Christmas and you're looking at your cousin thinking, I could. If it's a second, you're safe. Because it's close enough that you kind of get good genetic traits, like you get good eyesight, and far enough away that you don't, like, develop a hunchback. No? So I was out a couple of years ago, I met this beautiful guy named Daniel. He looked like a kind of a cross between Anthony Jordan and kind of Anthony Jordan? Oh, Anthony Joshua and Michael B. Jordan. Maybe he was Anthony Jordan. No, he was basically gorgeous. Daniel, beautiful guy. And I really liked him. And I thought, oh my God, I really like this guy. Like, he's Dominican. I haven't got time to wait for blood test results. What the fuck am I going to do? So I did what any self-respecting woman would do in that situation, guys. I sucked his dick and sent him on his way. You've been so lovely, thanks.
Nayim Ali!
Yes, guys! Oh, I'm so pumped, guys. I'm so excited. That's me. That's my excited noise. I just came back from Saudi Arabia. That's why I'm excited. And in the least creepy way possible, I'm so happy to see so many women's elbows in tonight. My friend told me I shouldn't have said that one. But little about me. I'm Muslim. Any Muslim people in the house? Any Muslim brothers and sisters? Good. This is just a security check for the venue. Just So, sorry if you found that offensive. I did actually grow up in a religious household. By that I don't mean I lived in a flat above a Mecca bingo. Growing up with Muslim parents was hard, right? Definitely a lack of love than the norm. Piggybacks, never allowed. Pigs aren't halal. Okay, got it. Okay. Sorry about that. What's your name, white guy? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say white. I'm trying to be more PC. What's your name, more employable guy? Ben. You single, taken, Ben? Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I sounded like I was interested. I could do a lot worse. I only ask because, we live in 2022, a day where sexuality is a spectrum and, the lines are a bit blurred. And I know the definition of heterosexual is a grown man that has sex with women, frequently. So at the moment, I'd have to say I'm unsuccessfully straight. Let me introduce myself properly because brown names are hard. My name is Nayim. I'm an honest, hardworking guy. I think trust is essential in every relationship, and I'm 6'2". I have bad posture. Another fun fact about me, I'm 7 years clean. Yes, I took my first shower at 20 years old. So as you can tell, I've been single for a long damn time. Oars, please. Oars, Grant. Oars. Thank you. Thank you, though. Thank you. I was tired of it, right? One day I just woke up and I said, I need to stop lying to myself and start lying to women again. So I downloaded all the dating apps. Give me a cheer if you used Tinder before. Right, a lot of ultimately sad but relatable people here. But yes, I thought, I could find a girl I'm attracted to. I'm short and jacked, as you can see. We call ourselves chode bodies. And, I thought I could find a girl I'm attracted to. I love curves. Love curvy women. Yes, I was thoroughly disappointed when I downloaded Tinder Plus and it wasn't full of plus-size girls. It was false advertising, if you ask me. My friends, they're always good with girls. My lad friends, they're always great at hitting on girls, having loads of sex. They brag about their body count. A term you don't really hear after uni unless you're an American police officer. But it's not them that I don't get on with. It's my nice guy friends, right? They really rub me the wrong way. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Other white guy. So they always big me up when there's no reason to look at me, right? And girls have the same thing, but it's a lot less subtle. Everyone here's got Facebook, Instagram. You've probably seen it, right? Hot girl A will comment under less attractive girl B's photos like a serial killer. They'll be like, ooh, I want your eyes. Or, ooh, I want to cut off your freckles and glue them onto me. Sick best friend shit like that, right? The guy version's a lot more subtle. So I'm privileged to be friends with 4 6-foot-tall, handsome white men. I know, I'm a lucky man. So, one of them would be like, let's go out on the pull. And I'll stupidly be like, okay. We go out, we go to a club, we go to a dance floor, right? Girls approach us, they talk to them, and then they look at me, and I know this is what they're thinking. I know for 100% fact. They're thinking, why oh why did they invite the Uber driver inside? I'll be honest, every time people laugh at that one, it hurts my feelings. Unrelated, but I hate racists, especially Asians. My dad, he's the exact opposite of me. He'll only trust other brown people. Do you know what my dad gets at a Chinese restaurant? Directions. To an Indian restaurant. Yeah. But, I joke, I am very pro-Asian people. I'm pro-ethnic minorities rising up to a stage of importance, for their underrepresented communities. Except Rishi Sunak, I think he's a dick, okay? Yes, thank you. I have to say, I hate politics jokes. I'm not a political comedian. But I am disappointed in the racism in this country not being strong enough to stop Rishi Sunak becoming Prime Minister. Okay? Before I go, I just want to leave a fleeting thought. Who here has seen Wallace and Gromit? Right, biggest show of the night, not so good for me, but fine. So, I don't know how Rishi Sunak can be taken seriously, right? Because to me, he looks like if Wallace fucked Gromit. That's what he looks like. He's got Wallace's beady eyes and skin like a hairy pitch. Okay, I'm done now, but thanks guys for listening to me. Have a good one, man.
I was going to start by asking if you have any children, but then I remember that you were in a pub on a fucking Monday night, living the high life in Stockwell. So yeah, I've got children, got 2 children, and yeah, I mean, you start seeing things totally differently. That opens a new horizon for you, the way you look at life. Like the other day, I came back home and I told my wife, I just met someone in the park. She told me she had 7 kids. 7 kids. My wife was like, oh my goodness, I would not like to see the inside of that woman. Personally, I don't want to see the inside of anyone, but it's for women, it's different. They go through so much, like with the pregnancy and the birth. My wife, for example, she had to give birth in our bathtub while also being on the phone with the emergency services because they could not understand my accent when I was trying to explain the postcode. Is it not S for sugar? Anyway, my accent, I've created a couple of troubles recently. Like the other day at work, my colleague Steve asked me if I had a good weekend. Thank you very much for asking. Steve, yes, indeed, I had a very good weekend. I went and visited many beaches along the coast. A naked beach in Brighton, a dirty beach in Eastbourne, and a very cold beach in Norfolk. If you know what I mean. He had no idea what I meant. But between us, to be honest, sometimes that has nothing to do with the English language and everything to do with the size of my brain. Like the other day in the office, Steve again, I could see him in the middle of the open space, struggling with something in his eyes, rubbing it like a maniac, and I wanted to help, so I stood up and said, Steve, what's wrong with you? Why are you wanking so much? This one is for you, Steve. I hope the job search is going well. But work has been very annoying recently. It's been pissing me off. And I've made a list of things that I hate at work. Number 1, my colleagues making me feel guilty because they have a salad for lunch every day. So first of all, Caesar salad. Chicken, cheese, creamy sauce, bread. That's just a fucking sandwich in the shape of a salad. Then, pasta salad. Pasta salad. What's that even, pasta salad? What's next? Burger risotto? Fish and chip soup? Number 2. I've got colleagues who are the people who ask you that type of question. So how are you going to go there, Mathieu? Are you going to take the M1 and then Junction 11 and then all the way on the B626, yeah? Who the fuck do they think I am? I've been watching a lot of the recent TV shows on Netflix recently, the How to Make a Living by Becoming a Successful Serial Killer and all of that, yeah? Lesson number 1, learn by heart all of the highways and junction numbers. Fucking psycho. Number 3, yes, my colleagues, they also like to make fun of me when we go to Starbucks and I order my coffee, when I order my decaf slim fit iced latte with almond milk. And to be fair, I kind of get them. Like, what's happening to me? Like, I used to drink espressos by the dozen, and now what? Almond milk? Almond milk? It's so confusing. Where is the milk even coming from? Are almond tiny titties that you can milk? Nobody knows. Don't Google it. Nobody knows. Number 4 or 5. I don't know if someone is counting. Number 5. People who start their email with, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Who came up with that? Okay, in that case, I'm going to write my whole email like that. So yes, nice to meet you too. Thank you for your e-question. Let me e-double check, and I'll send you another e-email. Best e-regards. But then my favorite one is the one with the imaginary hat. You know the one I'm talking about, the imaginary hat? So Mathieu, let me remove my manager hat for a moment. And I'm gonna put my friend's hat and I'm gonna say, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna punch you in the face. There's also PowerPoints. I fucking hate PowerPoint. Is this the company template? Have you been using the right font size? That's not the right blue, and don't forget to distribute all of the boxes horizontally. I'm gonna fucking distribute them horizontally in a box. But what's really pissing me off at work is like all of these people are always comparing themselves with your situation, bringing on their own problems to your stories. Like personally, I'm claustrophobic. So I don't take the tubes. I don't like the elevators. I don't really like dark rooms with no windows. But you can be sure that I have a colleague who will always say, yeah, me too, I'm claustrophobic when it's peak hour and I'm squeezed in the tube between 10 people and I can barely breathe with their armpits. I feel mildly uncomfortable. Mildly uncomfortable just by listening to your story. I started having palpitation and shitting myself. Or maybe that's just the effect of the burger risotto. Who knows? Thank you very much.